Hey everybody, welcome to another Star Wars action figure review. Next up for you today, I'm going to be giving you guys a look at a really old set. Set came out in 2003. It's one of the multi-packs from the Clone Wars when they started out, and that is this set right here. This is the Clone Wars Army of the Republic Jedi Knight Army. Really cool multi-pack. Before we get started into the review, as always, we're going to take a look at the packaging. Now, as you can see, this is a really old package. I don't really remember this in stores when it came out. I know it had a brief run for about a year. This was like the realistic Clone Wars interpretation. You know, you got the Clone Wars on the side. Here you have a cool picture of the Jedi that you get. As well as on the side, you do have an Army of the Republic. You have some clone troopers right there. Same thing on the other side. Alright. On the back, you do have a picture of all three figures, as well as some of the other multi-packs that were available, as well as an ARC Trooper. You have a brief description on top of the Clone Wars there, which I'm just going to skip that. And then you have a brief description on the Jedi Knight Army. That's going to be in the description box below, in case you guys want to check that out. So yeah, enough about the packaging. So first I'm going to show you all three figures at once. See, you do get a human Jedi Knight. You get a Rhodian Jedi Knight, and you get whatever the hell this is, Jedi Knight. I'm not sure if this species, I think it's the same species as Masa Meta, one of the senators, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, so let's start off the review with the Rhodian Jedi. This is possibly my favorite Jedi from the set. One thing I want to point out, this was 2003, so the articulation wasn't too great. And this multi-pack is no exception. Horrible articulation. You know, he's stuck in this position, really. It comes to the molding, which I do like the pose, though. So I will give it props on that. It does a good job of being a really cool statue figure, and it's very nice to display the Jedi like this. It's just a bit unfortunate that he has to be in this position all the time. But yeah, aside from the lack of articulation, and the fact that they can't stand, none of these figures can stand for the life of them. I actually have to put stands because they are very, very difficult to stand. Once you look past those flaws or defects, it's a really cool figure. You know, you got tons of detail right here on the leg, some really good scope work and paint applications for the boots. There's no detail under the tunic, but I mean, who really cares? You're not going to be looking down there. The tunic is done in a really nice flowing effect. You know, they just did a really good job at posing the figure. So although you can't really move it, and it's pretty much stuck like this, it does a really great job of having a real action pose, which I think is really cool. Alright, now we can zoom in. You can see the head sculpt. The head sculpt is done very nice. Good paint applications on his mohawk and the eyes. Painted really nice. As you can see, he does come with a green lightsaber, which does come off, so it's a separate piece. You can see. Really good mold work on the hands too. They did a really great job there. Yeah, lightsaber, just a generic green lightsaber. It is a solid piece. It does not have a removable hilt, which I actually do like. When I was a kid, they used to break all the time. They used to get lost, so I think it's really great when they're a solid piece. This is pretty great. Okay, put that back on. So yeah, like I said with the articulation, this figure only has 4 points of articulation. He has a swivel neck, swivel shoulders, which pretty much do it no good because he can't move his shoulders or wrists, so he's stuck like this, and a swivel waist. So, you know, not too much mobility there, but, you know, like I said, their pose pretty good. You know, he's going to be stuck in this position, and I'm okay with that. See? Really cool looking Jedi. Alright. Moving on to the next Jedi Knight is this guy. None of these Jedi have names. They're all unnamed Jedi. I'm not sure if they have an expanded universe section on them or if they have a bios on them, but I know that in this set, they had no name. It's just Jedi Knight Army, so I'm assuming all of these are Jedi Knights, and they have no names. If you want to put their names or a link of them in the description box below, the comment section below, you can. But yeah. Moving on to the figure, like I said, I don't know the name of the species. If you want, you can comment on the name of the species as well. You know, this is probably my least favorite figure of the set. The way they molded him, he's a little thin. I'm not sure if that's species specific, but, you know, he does look a little weird, in my opinion. The paint applications, on the head and the face. You know, they could have been better. Not all that great. The paint applications on the eyes are kind of creepy. You know, just solid red. You know, not too bad, but not the best. So yeah. Aside from him being a little too thin, he has a great mold work. Good paint applications on the legs too. They gave it a nice wash to give out to really bring out those details, which I thought was pretty cool. You got some pouches molded on, you know, basic stuff. The figure really shines in the gauntlets. They took a lot of time to mold and paint these really nice. So I think that really does save the figure because, you know, without that, it probably wouldn't have been too great. But yeah, it's just not my favorite Jedi. The species doesn't really appeal to me. Like the Rodian Jedi, he does come with the same green lightsaber, which interestingly enough, I know this is an unnamed Jedi, but if you go back to the video when I'm showing the packaging, you will notice that in all the pictures as well as on the back of the figure, he's displayed with a blue lightsaber. Not too sure why they have a green one. I don't know if it's a variant. I don't know if it's just a packaging error. You know, I don't know if it's character specific. Like I said, I don't know anything about this Jedi. But anyway, he does come with a green lightsaber. At least my set did come with it. I don't know if that's the norm for all of them. But yeah, anyway. A run through of articulation. He's the same as the Rodian Jedi. Swivel neck, swivel shoulders, and swivel waist. So he's pretty much stuck like this. You know, he could probably get some like movability on his arms. But that's pretty much it. But as I would say with the Rodian Jedi, he doesn't really need it. You see, they're just in great poses as is. So, you know, not going to complain too much about it, especially for the time it came out. Now, the final Jedi is the human Jedi. See? Now, I'm a bit on the fence of this Jedi. This is definitely the Jedi of the three that I'm in the middle about. I don't know how to feel about it. He has a lot of great qualities, but he also has a lot of big drawbacks. Talking about the positives, first off, he does come with this cloak, which is really, really nice. I don't know if the camera can really pick it up. I think it can. No, it doesn't really do it justice, but the mold work that wins this is just stunning. You know, you have such a great action pose, and the look and feel, the texture of this cloak is like real leather. It's like a soft rubbery plastic, but the feel is just spot on. It's such a good mold. See, I love the texture they put, and they also translated it pretty well on his tunic right there. See, really good. Other positives of the figure, he has a really nice head sculpt. The paint applications, again, spot on my figure. Can't really complain about that. And overall, he has some decent details, you know, decent paint applications. Now, some of the drawbacks of the figure, for one, he has the soft plastic or rubbery plastic tunic, so that means that he can't really turn his head because the cloak won't really go with it, so he can only look forward. Let me see if I can focus in. Yeah, you see, he can only look forward, so it is kind of disappointing. Another thing that's pretty disappointing is the pose that he's in. I don't know why they chose to bend this leg this way. This makes it almost impossible to stand him. I mean, all of these figures will stand on their own if you play around with them a bit, but, you know, they'll just topple over for the slightest movement. So, like I said, you know, I really hope you have stands because these figures will not stand on their own. They just won't hold up. But yeah, I'm not sure why they did that leg. I'm not sure why they have this arm posed out. I don't know if he's doing a force choke. I don't know if he was supposed to be grabbing onto another lightsaber, you know, because the lightsaber can't be held on this hand because the grip is too wide. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they were doing when they decided to pose this figure. But yeah, he also could have used some paint applications right here inside his robes and on the gauntlets. But that's just minor nitpicking. Like the other Jedi, he obviously comes with a blue lightsaber, which is a different hilt. See, but molded very nice. See, no details, but at least it's molded on, so that's good. And the last drawback of this figure is the fact that he can barely hold on to the lightsaber on this side. You know, he will hold on to it, but it's fairly loose, so I'd be careful when I'm posing him. But yeah, articulation for this figure is just like the other two. He has a swivel neck, swivel shoulders, and a swivel waist. But like I said, with the cloak and just the general position of him, he has no other pose. This is the only pose he can go in. You know, I don't know. I guess you could have him force choking, but he can't even look in that direction because if you turn his head, the cloak is. See, it's just weird. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if it translated right into figure form. Maybe they had a good concept. But yeah, pretty much in the middle of this figure. See, he like this, he looks fine, but you can't really get him into any other poses. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all three Jedi. Really cool set. Didn't see too many reviews on it on YouTube, so I thought I would do my own, give you an in-depth look at it. Really old set, like I said, it's 11 years old. They can be a little bit pricey on eBay and Amazon. I managed to pick mine up for only $11. So if you could get it for $11, I would highly recommend it. You know, it's a really cool set. It really adds to your Jedi collection, or if you want a Geonosis setup, this is a really cool set. Um, this goes great, or goes hand in hand very well with the new Jedi Knight set we got with the Saga Legends in 2013, where you got like 3 Jedi and like a clone trooper. So yeah, all in all, if you could get this for a good price, I highly recommend it. Really cool set. They don't really do this too much anymore. So yeah, all in all, I hope you enjoyed this review. Be doing some more soon. Mainly gonna focus on some older sets. Might touch upon the Black Series here and there. So yeah. So until then, I'll see you all in my next video.